HazyGray. Thank you all for supporting the channel.
Why, hello everyone. My name is Hazy and welcome to the last video I am ever going to make on the original Out of the Ink Machine. In case you're not already aware, in case you're not in the loop, it was announced at the end of March, the start of April, that Out of the Ink Machine would no longer be receiving its planned Chapter 2 update, and because of that, what I'm about to play for the final time, Out of the Ink Machine, Chapter 1, this is all that's ever going to officially exist of Out of the Ink Machine. Which is a damn shame, because I personally love this game. I think this game is fantastic. And I think that this game is one of the most unique, is one of the most varied, is one of the creepiest Bendy and the Ink Machine fan games I will, quite frankly, ever play. I absolutely love this game to pieces. And the fact it's not going to get a Chapter 2 update, it's a damn shame. I know that there's people who are planning on making their own interpretation of what Chapter 2 would have been. I might check those out someday. But currently, I am not here to check those out. I am here to check out of the Ink Machine one last time. I found out about the whole thing with the game being discontinued. I was sent a link to a message that was sent by the creator of Out of the Ink Machine, named, I believe their name was Zephyr, and they basically stated that the project just wasn't going the way they wanted it to. It had taken a vision, like a life of its own, and they didn't like the direction it was going. And thus, they decided that it would just be better to scrap the project. They felt that the fandom was becoming too much. And honestly, those are all valid reasons for not wanting to work on the game anymore. So, in today's video, we're just going to go down memory lane one more time. We're going to play through this game again. This video isn't going to have cuts. This video is just going to be me playing through the whole game and just experiencing it one last time. Also, check this out. This sign usually says Lighter Side Films, and now it says Anemoia. And if you don't know what Anemoia means, it's a term which stands for having nostalgia for a time that you never experienced, or for a time that's never even existed. So, the term Anemoia can be very appropriately used to sum up Out of the Ink Machine, because when you play this game, it makes you feel a sense of nostalgia, but you've never played Out of the Ink Machine before. So how can you have nostalgia for this game if you've never played it before? And it's a good question. It's a damn good question. So, yeah, I'm just gonna play through this game again. I'm gonna see if I can spot any more changes, but if I don't, then I don't. I'm not really looking for anything in particular this go around. I'm just gonna play through the game like I have many a time before. I'm just gonna see what I can find. And, yeah, I honestly do find it a cruel shame that this game is never going to get a Chapter 2, because personally I think this was one of the most creative and one of the most original Bendy and the Ink Machine fan games out there. I think from a visual standpoint, this game was absolutely fantastic. I think it captured that original vibe of the original Game Jolt version of Bendy and the Ink Machine. Also, I just noticed this wall is actually boarded up this time. Like, it's not an empty husk of a wall. Like, these are changes I've never noticed before. Also, hey, Boris, how you doing? So, yeah. I'll admit, it's weird playing through this game again, because I remember that the last time I played this game, I played it mainly with the assumption that I wasn't gonna ever officially touch this game again until Chapter 2 came out. But now, obviously, we know that Chapter 2 is never going to come to fruition, at least in an official sense. I do know that apparently there are some people who have made supposed remakes of what Chapter 2 was meant to be, and I also know there are people making their own versions of what they would have envisioned Chapter 2 as. And that's fine. Oh my god, what the fuck? What the hell? What the fuck? Okay, that's new. That's new. What the hell? Yo, Ollie, you can't scare me like that, man. Goddamn. I'm in the middle of trying to have a heartfelt monologue about you. You can't just scare me like that, man. God damn. No, but anyways, as I was saying, the last time I played this game, I genuinely thought I was playing it because I was under the impression that at the time, that was going to be the last time I ever checked out Chapter 1, at least until they released a... Was that noise what I think it was? If it was, then holy shit, I am not feeling so hot right now. Oh God in heaven. Yeah, I'm noticing a lot more. I swear, I am noticing things in this that I did not notice before. And it is heavily freaking me out. What in the hell, man? What in the hell? If there's one thing that I can commend this game for, it's taking so many creative liberties with Bendy. Because one thing that a lot of Bendy and the Ink Machines... one thing that a lot of Bendy and the Ink Machine fan games try to do is that they try to stay relatively close to the original source material, like, to an almost one-to-one degree. And I think that trying to do that kind of robs them of, like, a little bit of originality. Like, I'm not saying that Bendy and the Ink Machine fan games are unoriginal. I think that I've played some very original and very cool fan games. But I love how this game goes out of its way to be as original and be as unique as it possibly can. I love that it tries to do that. It puts a spin on Bendy and the Ink Machine that I personally love and adore, and I'm really happy that they were at least able to get this chapter out, because it could have been worse. This chapter could have not come out at all. But I'm happy it did, because I think that this game rocks. I think that this game's cool. And it's a shame that we're never going to get a Chapter 2, but I just want to make this clear. I completely respect Zephyr's decision to not want to continue out of the Ink Machine. If they weren't having fun making this game anymore, if they felt like making this game was just too much of a hassle, if it was taking a mental toll on them, then they are completely within their own right to not want to continue production on the game. Like, I know there have been times in the past where I will go to make videos on games and whatnot, and I either lose the motivation halfway through because I'm not enjoying the actual recording process, or I just don't find that what I'm making is humorous enough. I just don't have the energy or the motivation to keep going. And I completely understand what Zephyr's going through. I've had that happen to me myself, and it can be very hard to creatively continue afterwards. But I'm happy that they were able to come to the realization that they weren't enjoying making Out of the Ink Machine anymore. Because if there's one thing that you should never do when you're not enjoying something, it is forcing yourself to continue producing that thing. Because you're going to grow resentful of it. Because you're going to find yourself becoming more frustrated by that thing. And I'm happy that Zephyr was able to push all the pressure of developing the game aside and was able to come to their own conclusion that they need to stop production and they just need to focus on things. I respect the hell out of that decision, and I hope that if Zephyr continues a game production in the future, which I'm assuming they are, I hope that whatever game they make next, they enjoy it. And I'm really happy that I was able to experience Out of the Ink Machine. And if Zephyr ever makes another project, I'll be sure to check it out. Also, before we do the old jig with Ollie one last time, I wanna try this. Someone told me to try listening to this audio reel once the lights go out again. So I'm gonna try that. Well, anyways, ladies and gentlemen, here we go. One last time for old time's sake. Hey, buddy! How you doing? There goes the board. Here we go! And away we go! Oh, we've fallen. Oh, my goodness. Belief has made it so he died here. And one last time, kadoosh! Let's cut down all of these boards. Let's just give it the old swing here. And would you look at that? Here we go. And there it is. Out of the Ink Machine. Man. I'm gonna miss this game. I really am. This was such a cool game. And obviously, I'm gonna miss just talking about this game. Because, like, I have a lot of love and appreciation and respect for this game. Not just this game, but also Zephyr's other work with the 2017 prototype game. Because without this game, my channel would not be as popular as it is now. Like, between my video on the 2017 prototype game and my various videos on Out of the Ink Machine, I would not be as popular as I am now. So if I have anyone to thank for the current success of my channel, it is Zephyr and their entire team. So I just want to extend my own personal thank you to them. Anyways, guys, this is the last time I'm ever going to be checking out the original Out of the Ink Machine. If you guys enjoyed this video and you'd like to see me check out more original Bendy and the Ink Machine fan games, don't forget to leave a like, subscribe to the channel, and as always, guys, I'll chat to you all later. Peace.